All right. So what she's doing is she's trying to help you take control of your life now. You're a smart cookie and somebody made you feel less than. And she wants you to know not to live in fear. We only live in two emotions, love and everything else is fear. And if you want to change your relationship, you have to stay positive because you're the positive one in the relationship. He is not. And this is why she put that golden light over here so that you would listen to your inner gut. That silent voice within you is your grandmother trying to tell you, danger, Will Robinson, So if you're feeling some kind of way, you need to listen because that's her in your ear because you feel like you're more committed than he is. And now it's time for you to decide what's important to you. And this is why she's coming to give you strength. And she's showing me changes around you between October and May. What does October mean to you besides Halloween?
My birthday.
Happy birthday. So have you filed papers yet? Okay, hold on. She wants you, one, not to be depressed, and two, not to do anything until you have a stash fund. Do you have a stash fund yet? So don't cut off your nose to spite your face. She wants you to have at least 5K in the bank so you can get your own place. So no man uses money to control you. Got it? Does that sound right? Okay. Oh yeah. Is someone a hairdresser around you? You used to be one. Because keeps showing me high intelligence and knowledge. And she keeps telling me you're in the service of others. So, what is it that you really wanted to do? And why is she showing me working with kids with you?
I used to work with kids.
Okay.
I used to be a participation kids.
And what are you doing now?
Right now, I'm home with kids.
You're home with your kids. Okay. So, if you had a choice of what you could do, what would you do?
I used to teach. I don't anymore.
You need to meditate on that. You don't have to answer me. But let me tell you, she is showing me that you may be taking an online course. That's why she keeps showing me high intelligence and knowledge. Because she's showing me that you have the ability to be a healer comforter. So anything you wanted to do in the healing arts or helping people, whether it's Reiki or nursing or even crystals or herbs or something, listen to your gut. You need to meditate on it. I can't be an influencer, but I will tell you, you have a lot of this empathic healing property around you. So work with that. Meditate on what your higher self is trying to tell you need to aspire to, and then follow that path. Because you have options, love. All you need to do is educate yourself in the area that you really want to be working in, and grandma's going to help you do it. Because she doesn't want you to be beholden to a man for money. She wants you to be independent of a man so that no one has control over you. Okay? So do you feel like you're stuck or trapped somehow? Okay, that's what she was showing me, like a spider's web. So she's trying to break that hold on you. So please, whatever you do, she's healing your broken heart, but be smart. Start putting paperwork, even if you scan it in so you have it on a thumb drive, so that when the time comes that you need this stuff to show income, you've got it. okay? Because the first thing they do is hide. This is you for sure. She's showing me there is love and passion around you. But this is a very karmic and spiritual time for you. You're also becoming more empathic, more psychic. There's a lot of mental change here. So things that used to not bother you before really are pissing you off now because you've had enough. True? All right, good. She wants you to start journaling stuff. Did you ever want to write a book or say, I could write a book about this shit? Write a book, girl. Because it could end up becoming a movie or some. Oh, look at this. It's right here. Okay? So you might think you don't have anything to write about, but you do. Listen, I told the sheriff in Virginia she was going to write a book. She says, Angela, you're full of shit. I have no aspirations to write a book. That's how she talks to me. In fact, she's a friend of Pat's, and Pat has the book that she finally wrote right there. She put my name in the book. And 4th of July weekend, she's texting me and saying there's a woman on her dock. The woman she didn't know, so she went out and told the cop stories. And the woman turns to her and says, I'm a publisher. If you write it, I'll publish it. And the book is called My Rude Awakenings, The Spiritual Journey of a Cop. It's right on Pat's desk. I'm the one who told her. And the woman Diane, next to Pat, the other blonde, I told her she was going to write a book, and now she's got 4 books out. And they're on that. So you can't make this stuff up. It's here. I call this low-lying fruit. The stuff they show me is above your head. All you need to do is put the energy into it and have confidence and believe in yourself, and you can do anything you put your mind to. Mind is a beautiful instrument that we sometimes let minutia bog us down. So if you can put and compartmentalize all the BS you're going through in private to what you want to accomplish publicly, you will be set for life. Got it? And so will your kids, she's telling. So stop doubting yourself. And she also wants you to take that trip you've been putting off. Because there is a move down the road. Maybe the move isn't this year, but next year. Solo, if that's what you want. But you need to put the money aside first. Because getting it afterwards is a pain in the ass. Okay? So, a little here, a little budget there. You know how. I don't have to tell you. Because whatever he did kind of made you cautious on love, but that's going to pass. Got it? Now, he wasn't. She's showing me my sign for someone who had an addiction issue: drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, and food. Is he an addict? Was. Okay. I understand that completely. Because I was married. So, yeah, I do get that. And your lot in life was to help him. Now the help is over, and you need someone to help you. You're not getting the same. And that's why sometimes it's just time to move on. Better that you're young than 30 years down the road like me. Got it? So you need, yeah, I should have looked. That's him. So just know. A man just came in. I think this is your grandfather. Because he's the one watching over you. Your father's still alive? Okay. This has got to be your father's father. Because he showed me he's been protecting you. Someone wasn't violent, were they? Okay. Because there's no grant. So there's no in-law. So I just hear father. So hold on. Yeah, he did not like the violence at all. Yeah, you're dodging a bullet. That's what he's telling me, because I think under stress he's worse than when he. And he just showed me booze. Does he drink? He did. Okay. There may be a relapse, and I'm hoping I'm wrong. But your great grandfather, this is great grandfather, paternal? Yeah, he just showed me he may take up drinking. So just park that. But that's not your responsibility. That's his karma. Got it? They just don't want his karma to become your karma, his lesson to become your lesson. Or the kids, he said. You have 3 kids? 2. Hold on. Your grandmother is showing me she has 2 kids with her. So did someone have a miscarriage, an abortion, or lost a child in your family?
One of my closest family members, yes.
Okay.
Lost 2 kids.
Alright, well, they're with your grandmother. That's why I didn't know if that was you or her. Alright, so you can tell her grandma has those kids. They're not in purgatory. Okay? And your great grandfather just showed me 2 dogs running around him. So who had 2 dogs and a cat?
One, I really know one dog. My mother.
Okay. Well, someone else must have, probably on your father's side. Alright, so just park that. I'm just wondering why they're showing me this.
It was him hearing.
Do you have a young son? Yeah, I'm going to say grandfather. You know who it is because it takes too long. He's watching over him, he said. And that kid is gifted somehow. So, he's not 7 or 6, is he? Which one? He's going to be 6. Okay. Listen, I saw my first dead person when I was 4. If this child tells you that he has an imaginary friend, it's your great grandfather that he's making laugh because your great grandfather says he watches over him. Got it? So, he wants you to enrich this child. Don't restrain him because he's gifted. He could even be an empath. So if you see him being anxious, it's not a physiological thing. He just doesn't know how to handle these energies like you. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're an empath too, he's telling me. Oh, well, that rhymed. Hello. So I'm going to teach you about the blue bubble. Now it's on my YouTube page under psychic development. If you forget, teach your son this before he goes to school. It'll save him a lot of hassle and them thinking that he's slow, but he's not because he gets bombarded with all this shit he can't process. He's too young because the human mind is not mature till 21. So I'm going to teach it to you because you need it, especially when you go home to get rid of the bombardment of negative energy. And you can teach him and you have a daughter too?
No,
Just 2 sons? Okay. So teach them this. But here goes. You're gonna sky blue is the angelic color, light blue. So you're gonna make believe you have like an egg with a small part around your head and a big part around your feet. This light blue bubble. You're gonna say, don't let any negativity in, don't let any negativity out, only let the good in and the good out. Here's what's gonna happen. People flock to you like flies to honey. They tell you their entire life story and you go, what the hell is this? And then they leave and you feel depleted. Well, with that blue bubble, they're not going to be able to deplete your energy. Same with your son, because he's got other young kids with that same bombardment of energy. He'll be able to discern what's his and what's not, and he'll be able to study in school without feeling some kind of way. Got it? And that helped me because I was a nurse in the Army, and if someone was shot, I would feel their pain. Same with a collapsed lung, it didn't matter. Amputees were the worst for me. I don't know why, but ever since this Buddhist monk showed me that, I was able to wusa and compartmentalize that which is mine versus that which is everyone else. And then you'd be able to survive. And maybe this is why you have been indecisive in a lot of different ways, because you can't discern your energy from what's going on in the house. And I'm going to also suggest that you sage the shit out of your house. Got it? But you have to open up a window, even one window, and just let all that negative energy out. Got to go to all the corners, Astral nasties hang out in the corners. So make sure you do that. And I usually chant something like this. Only harmonious spirits can stay. All the rest must go away. Out the window, out the door. I don't care which. You can't stay here anymore. Why? Because the universe abhors a vacuum. So you take the negative out, but you have to ask for the positive to come in. And the positive being your family, your ancestors, those spirits. They can stay because they're there to help you. But any of these other energies that the kids might bring home an attachment, or your husband, because of his addiction, may have attachment, sage the kids, sage him in his sleep. Got it? Get the point. Okay. So you'll feel 1,000% better. Because this is about final endings. One chapter closing and another one of your life opening. It's funny, they're calling him the pest. Is he very argumentative? Yeah, they're showing me oppositional defiance, which means you say left, he says right. You want to do this, it's always opposite. It's like a pain in the ass. You can't get anything done. So, yeah, they're trying to help you with that, because that would frustrate the shit out of me. You aren't doing online dating. Good, don't. Yeah, it's not for you. Now, they are telling me you're becoming more psychic, more spiritual, and you're getting your good karma. So there is money and material gain here for you. Especially between November and May. So maybe this is online publishing of your book. So I would say just vomit on the page. You know, whenever something comes up, we have these great phones now. All you have to do is talk into it. You can type it up later. Yes. And you need to have some kind of strategy. See, I kept seeing threes around you. How old are you now?
I'm gonna be 34.
All right. There might be another child in your future, but not with him. Got it? That's why I kept seeing 3 kids, and this is...
I've been told that.
Okay. And do twins run in your family? Yeah. You may have Irish twins, so... Ooh, how old is your youngest?
17 months.
Oh, shit. Just don't get preggo now, please.
That's right.
Please.
Not in the cards.
All right. Forewarned is forearmed, okay? They're giving you the number 8, which is infinite good luck and quick money. So, and it's also abundance. So stop worrying about money. Whenever you think of a negative thought, you're a manifester. Just say cancel, cancel, and replace it with a positive thought or something for your highest good. Because you do not want to bring that lack to you. Because the universe doesn't know the difference. Got it? So always see yourself winning. Got it? Now what oh. Okay.
Guarantee that.
All right, well, listen. Forewarned is forearmed. Please, whatever you do. Okay? Okay. Because that will delay your plan.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good. Excellent. Because, listen, I could be wrong, but they're never wrong. And it sucks. But at least forewarned is forearmed. You get a choice. The child will still come, but when you're ready, which is what they want. They're giving you wish granted and a celebration. So this may be an easier transition than you think. But be prepared. Have a strategy and exit. They went silent. So, what is it that you wanted to know?
Everything about marriage, where it was going, like guys and sports.
Okay.
Essentially.
You know what they just said to me? And this is going to sound a little ridiculous, but one of them says it's going to go as far as you want it to go. When you're fed up enough, it's a done deal. So don't know why they're making me feel a betrayal, but I don't get it. Do you feel betrayed?
Yeah, in some ways.
Okay. Because they said betrayal and abuse are the two worst things to feel.
Like not in this moment, but at some point in my life, I did.
Okay. I'm going to say grandfather. You know, it's great grandfather. It's going to take me too long to get what he just said out if I do. But here goes. He said you should talk to him, tell him your feelings, and see where that goes. If he can't change, someone has to move on. Does that make sense? Because it's almost like you really don't want to leave because of the kids, but you feel it's intolerable to stay. Does that make sense? Okay, that's what he said. I had to get it out before I forgot it. He said you need to put up boundaries. You need to tell him what you expect of him instead of him dictating to you what he expects of you because you're home with the kids. He doesn't see everything you do. Does that make sense? And he does not get it. So one day you leave him home alone with the kids. See how he likes it. Okay? All right. Well, listen. There has to be a balance. It has to be an equitable dispersion of energy. And they're showing me that you feel overwhelmed. That the scale is tilted the other way. It's too heavy for you. And he has the good life. He comes and goes as he pleases, and you're stuck. So there has to be a mutual understanding or not. He can't have a private life and then you just be at home. You need to have some fun too. So talk to him. If you feel there's absolutely no resolution or you absolutely feel that you're not being heard, the decision is yours at that point. You will know which way you want to go. Right now, they're showing me you're vacillating between giving in or giving up. I can't be the influencer to you. You know, it's just like every choice you make today changes your tomorrow. The same thing. So just remember, it affects everybody. And that's why they want you to be absolutely sure that this is what you want, and that you have to be absolutely sure you have enough money to do what you need to do if things turn sideways and he decides to be a prick. Excuse my vulgarity, but they tend to use money as a bargaining chip with the kids, and that's why they want you to get whatever paperwork you want, whatever you need, ready. Got it? What's your next question?
Job. Lost my job, unfortunately. Back in April, and I have been applying for jobs. I work with them because I have my children.
Let me ask you, what did you want to do?
I've always worked in healthcare.
Okay, that I can see. Heal a comforter.
I wanted to continue doing it.
Okay. As an aide or a nurse?
No, like working from home. So anywhere from customer service to
Medical billing?
medical. I was doing back authorizations, which is previously done.
Okay.
So I was looking to try to stay on that same track, but I have expanded my horizons. Just not.
Okay.
So
Well, the healthcare field is your thing, but you may have to, like I said, remember, I did see you taking online courses to better yourself. I would still try LinkedIn, you know, any of those career.com where you put, yeah, keep doing that. Because let's face it, it's tough all over. But they do need nurses, so I don't know if you wanted to go to nursing school.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm very nice.
And did you try talking to private doctors' offices to do their medical billing privately rather than a big company? All right, try that. Expand your horizons out of that little box. Because big companies may not be hiring, but mom and pop shops may need help with that. So wherever you live, find the doctors in your area and ask them if they needed help with their billing. You never know, you can make a business out of it, and then you won't have to worry about it. Because I know someone who works out of her basement. She has 6 other girls there doing inputting data entry, and she makes like 60 grand a year. Yeah, just doing the data entry. So whatever works for you, you can make it your own business. Listen, you can undercut everybody else. You're by yourself. Get things done. Yeah, they're showing me you need to let go of the past ideas of how to get a business and think more entrepreneurial, so you could create your own income stream. Because let's face it, working for someone is never going to make you the kind of money that you deserve. Do you understand? So try that route. Just send out a form letter. First, type it up. Get it to where you feel it'll be attractive, and then tell them, I've been doing data entry for medical billing for X amount of years, and then send it out. You don't have to tell them who you worked for before. Someone is going to call you. You send out 1,000 letters. If you get 2 or 3, you could charge them whatever the hell you want. You could say to them, well, what were you paying before? And then just undercut them. Got it? Because it's here. I mean, they keep showing me great power and wealth, and writing is your thing. So this will be great for you to start, if not the book, then on a cover letter, an intro letter for yourself. But they also want you to take it slow. Now, I got to ask you something. Are you having an issue with your ankles or your feet? Yeah, because they keep putting this healing energy on your ankles and your feet, and I can't see them because this is all covered.
I just sprayed my foot.
Oh yeah, please elevate, ice, put what do you call that? No, a copper sleeve on it. Those, because that copper takes away the pain, and you need a compression sock. So you can get the compression socks on Amazon. But seriously, do that, because they don't want that foot to lead to the ankle to lead to the knee. Kabish? Understand? So hold on. They're also telling me you gotta ask for help. You don't like to ask for help, so do not lift anything too heavy, especially with your lower back. Was that an issue for you in the past? Okay, good. They don't want it to be in the future. Okay, but just ask for help. And the last thing is, whose car is the older car that needs work?
Well, it's his car, which is the newest, but it's also used, so it's technically the older in the shop.
Okay.
I saw it shiny.
Yeah, you need, really, that car is useless, but they are worried about the tires and the brakes. So make sure that you don't use that car. Got it? It's been my pleasure, love. You have my card. When you need me, I'm just a phone call away. And if you know anybody else interested, feel free to pass on my number. Good luck, my love.